Okay, guys, we're going to give it 30 more seconds and we're going to start. Okay, not for nothing, everybody. I'm in Westport today. It is 62 degrees outside.
Nice. Yeah, it's getting warm out here too.
Is it?
I'm in Colorado.
Right.
And so ski season's ending. Now we get mountain biking and hiking season. So I'm super
Yeah,
pumped.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. We've had a really rough winter here. Really rough.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard. I'm sure that's how it's been for most of the country. Same with us, but we're just kind of used to it. So I think two Fridays ago, they predicted 2 inches and it ended up snowing 1.5 feet. So that was a nice surprise, but we all just dealt with it.
Where exactly are you?
Just south of Denver in Centennial.
Yeah. Yeah, you can have nice warm winter days in Denver too, though, right?
Yeah. We get 300 days of sunny days a year.
Wow.
I don't really know. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. All right, guys. Well, thank you all for being here, taking time out of your busy schedules. We've been talking about Keller Mortgage for some time now, and it's time to really understand the nuts and bolts and the details, because it is truly an opportunity. It's a tool in your toolbox that you guys will certainly be wanting to talk to your buyers about. I'm not even going to pretend to give you all the details accurately. I'm going to turn this over to Ari and Victoria, who are both at Keller Mortgage, and they have all the details to share with you in a full presentation today, and then we'll open it up to questions at the end. So without any further ado, Ari and Victoria, take it away.
Awesome. Thanks, Steve. I hope it's all right if I go first, Victoria. So I'm a loan officer here at Keller Mortgage. I've been in the business for 5 years. Came to Keller Mortgage because they just make it really easy on us and you guys. With the fees, first of all, no lender fees, $1,000 lender credit, and a discounted rate. So, I mean, they're saving your customers pretty much $2,500 to most of the time, up to $5,000 right off the bat. And that's just getting started. We also have the whole company working for you. So if a deal starts to go sideways, I can get, I'm involved, of course, but I can get my managers, the executives involved, all to jump in on an SOS call and just keep your loan or your deal moving forward. So really, it's just a great package. This is the new model, the one-stop shop of real estate, lending, insurance, and title. Everyone's doing it. It kind of started with the new builders, new construction, but really like Zillow, Redfin, and now us, we're all jumping on board. It's because we can save everyone money and we can make money at the same time. So it's kind of a win-win for everyone involved. So yeah, it's just a great model. So that's why I came over to Keller Mortgage. As I mentioned, I'm in Colorado, but most of my licenses are in the Northeast, Massachusetts, all the way down to Florida, South Carolina, New Jersey, Connecticut. As a company, we're licensed everywhere except for New York. We're working on New York this year. They just have a lot of obstacles to get licensed there. But I think we're hoping to have that by this year. So even if I'm not licensed in a state that you need, for instance, like Rhode Island, we have people who are, so I just send it out to the whole team and we'll get you connected with someone. So personally, I'm married, 2 young kids, like everything outdoors here in Colorado. So love to travel. Happy to talk about that more, but yeah, that's a little bit about myself and the company, and I'll hand it over to Victoria now to get the presentation started.
Yeah. Thanks, Ari. So Ari's a rock star, guys. I just want to let you guys know that. You're going to be in great hands with Ari as your lending partner. I am Victoria Balanese. I am the Director of Marketing for Keller Mortgage. And I live in Texas, so I kind of travel back to Austin. I live in the Dallas area, but I am happy to help with all your marketing needs. And so today we kind of have a brief presentation just to kind of give you the basics so that you know what you're talking about, how you're going to script everything, just to make you feel confident, right? To set you up for success when you're in front of your clients and to know how to truly give the value of our 0+ value prop. So I have some slides. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to go ahead. It says I actually can't. I'm so sorry. You cannot start screen sharing while the other participant is sharing.
Hold on a second, Victoria. I screwed something up.
No worries.
Okay, try it again.
Okay. Perfect. maximize that. Okay. Hopefully you all can see this. So just the basics right here. What a Zero Plus is, we're basically your lending partner. From day one when you join Keller Williams, we are your resource to use, right? So we're going to be available to you and your clients, of course, if you're in the market for a new home purchase, a refinance, or you're buying or they're buying a KW listing, they're eligible for the savings of Zero Plus. So Ari, if you can kind of go to the right side, just describe the value and the benefits of the Zero Plus loan program, please.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Victoria. So yeah, right off the bat, zero lender fees. So in that section A in the loan estimate, nothing, whether they call it application fee, underwriting fee, processing fee. Most people just call them all junk fees because they all just go to the lender. We waive all of them. National average for those are $1,500. So there's decent savings right there. On top of that, there are going to be third-party closing costs, title, appraisal, recording fees, taxes, insurance. So we give $1,000 to go towards those. There's a little bit of a caveat. The loan has to be at least $150,000 for that, but most loans are. And if they are less than $150,000, the closing costs aren't that much anyways. And then we give a discounted rate on top of that. So we're not like, okay, we waive all our fees, but then our rate is higher than the rest. Nope, we're actually typically 0.125 lower than the national average. We give our rate that we would give with a 0.5 point, and we just waive the 0.5 point. So typically you go for a par rate, something with 0 points. That's the absolute market rate. Some people want a lower rate, so they'll pay extra money in the form of discount points for that lower rate. You can go really low with 4 points, and that just means 4% of the loan amount. So we just go to typically the next rate under the par rate with 0.5 point, which would be 0.5% of the loan amount is what they'd charge in closing costs, and we just waive that fee for you. So huge benefits. If you think about the $1,000 and the $1,500 in fees, that's $2,500 right there. And then it depends on the loan amount. Like say for a $300,000 loan, that's gonna be another $500 there that you're saving. So huge benefit financially. I think with people having their local lenders, that's what they're afraid of with using someone new, is that they're gonna get ripped off and pay more money. So we just take care of that right out of the gate. And we give it to everyone with no hassle, no negotiation. It's just, people really, really love it. You're really, really doing good by your clients by recommending us.
Right. And Ari, if you can touch on what is our minimum loan amount that we fund and then the max?
Sure. So minimum is $65,000, and that's pretty good. A lot of lenders, it's $85,000, so we can go a little bit lower than everyone. The maximum on our jumbo products is $3 million.
Right, perfect. And then we get this question a lot. What is the credit requirement for funding with this?
Sure. So minimum credit score right now is 640. That's part of a COVID overlay, so it's a little bit stricter right now. We're hoping as things kind of calm down this year and the pandemic hopefully gets behind us soon, we can lower that back to what it was before COVID at 620 or 600.
Perfect. And so Ari, you've already touched on the calculation. So right here on the right-hand side, guys, you said, that $1,500 is waived off the front, $1,000 credit at closing plus that discounted rate. On that credit, just always know if that loan amount is under the 150K, if it's over the 65K, we can still do it. You just won't receive that $1,000 credit. You're still going to receive the zero lender fees and you're still going to get a discounted rate. It's just that caveat, like you said, the $1,000 credit is for all the loan amounts over 150K. So just wanted to make that note for everyone. So going over to the product side, Ari, if you can talk about our loan types we offer.
Yeah, absolutely. So pretty much your standard loans right now, primary, second home, investment properties, up to 4 units. We can do purchase, of course, and refinance. We really prioritize the purchases so we can get those closed much sooner. The refinances take a little bit longer, but it's because people don't have movers waiting on their closing date and everything. So, but it's a really good offering because people will buy the home with you, and then here we are 2 years later, rates fall off a cliff. They contact you because they want to do a refi, and here you are. We can do it for them, and they get the 0+ program as well. So discount on the purchase, huge discount on the refinance. It's just great. We do conventional, we do FHA, VA, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. We do USDA for rural areas. And then again, jumbo. So if they have a really high loan amount, that's okay, up to $3 million.
And we're going to expand our product line. So I just want to let everybody know that this year we have great big things ahead. 2021, we're looking to expand as far as bridge loans and all great things ahead. I don't want to get too much detail on that, but just know that's coming. And our executive team is working on that. And we have heard your feedback and what you're wanting, and we're looking to expand that. So we're super excited. But on this note, we're going to talk about the value to the client now, so you can kind of explain to them, hey, number one, it's consumer savings. So the savings that they're going to receive with 0+ loan program, that's going to save them thousands over the lifetime of that loan. Honestly, more than that. So just the savings is number one, I would say, from feedback alone. We have the top nation's loan officers. So Ari is amazing. He's ranked really high on our list. And as well, 70% of our loan officers are on the Scotsman Guide too. So they're professional, they're knowledgeable, they've been in the business, they know what's happening, and they're dedicated to you. They don't have multiple different clients as like a big lender would, like, I wouldn't say we're not a big lender, but like a Quicken or a Rocket or Guaranteed Rate. I mean, you're just our one client, if you think about it, our KW partners. So you're in good hands. We're going to make the deal close fast. You're going to look like the hero. You're going to hear those clear to close words, and you're going to look great. We're going to keep you in the center of transaction, and we beat the national average on those closing times. So you can be guaranteed on that. And our process is very simple. Our tech is seamless with KW tech. So your client might see Keller Mortgage on the consumer app first, right? So if you don't have that conversation up front, they might ask you, hey, what's Keller Mortgage about? How do I save these thousands, right? And on the app itself, if they're on their listing, they're going to see how much is that ballpark number of the savings that they, calculated with that calculator on the app. So just know that everything is tied together. Our portal is seamless. Everything that we use, all of the documents are secure. It's just a great process, and it's a simple process for you and your client. And we're a trusted Keller brand. We're all in the family. Our buyer rating is 4.8 out of 5-star reviews, always going up year after year. So they can rest assured that they're still going to receive that high standard of Keller excellence.
Can I just
then what's the value to you? Obviously, Ari, go ahead. I see you want to come in.
Okay. So on the tech-based lender, I just wanted to add a note for that, because we are, if you have people who are really tech savvy, it's actually so easy, so smooth for them. But we do also work with people who are not tech savvy. If you have someone who cannot figure out our portal, I am more than happy to call them, and I manually enter all the information in for them just over the phone. So if there's people who are held back on that face-to-face piece, I'll be happy to hop on the phone, even a Zoom call if they want to do that. And do everything manually for them. So we are a tech-based lender to make it easier, because who doesn't like that? But for people who that may not be something they're comfortable with, we can accommodate them as well.
Thank you for that. Yeah. So for you as the agent, we want you to grow your business, right? That's our main goal. That's how Gary created this company, is for you to look like the rock star, to truly cut the mortgage fees, to save your commission, to make you look good, right? We want to grow your business, and then we want to protect it too as well. So we want you to win the listing. You're going to stand apart from others in the real estate industry right now. Honestly, when it's a seller's market, and you might just be wanting to fight for that one listing right now. This is a way to stand apart. This is a new conversation. And also we're incorporating the Keller covered conversation to add as well. So we want you to know everything is integrating with 2021, this one team vision with KWRI, and great things are ahead. So for you as the agent, getting on board now is what you want to do, because everything full steam ahead is going to be integrated. You're going to see Keller Mortgage everywhere. You're going to see Keller covered everywhere. You're going to see offers, title, like everything. So right now is a great time to get plugged in. And this is a way to just grow your business. You're going to have higher buyer conversion, if you use our sign writers. So we have those in the eStore in your agent portal. I'm going to touch on the portal a little bit later, but it's proven that our agents do receive a higher buyer conversion when you see special financing available, save thousands with 0+. Those are just eye catchers when that sign is on in the yard, right? So just some fun takeaways right here. We're going to be that trusted business partner. We have fast communication. So Ari is going to always keep you up to date. So once you refer that client from day one, he's there, he'll notify you, and our tech as well is already set that way. So it's automatic text, it's emails, seamless. So once you set your preferred LO up in your portal, like today, if you want to set up Ari, you can do that. And you're always going to have all those transactions, all those referrals set to him. And it goes super fast. And again, like I said before, we're going to protect your commission. We're going to cut the mortgage fees to do so. We also have great scripts in the portal too that talks about this as well. If you have clients that want to talk about commission, kind of lowering that, there's objective handling just for commission alone. So plug into the portal too. I'm going to touch on that a little bit. But appraisals ordered day one. Ari, take it away on this value prop.
Yeah, absolutely. Just adding to that, if you have buyers, one thing that we are used to doing is when you want to put in an offer, because when they apply, they fill out a questionnaire, and then I usually call them, go over the terms, what's your max sales price, what do you want to put down, all that stuff. And then I ask for their income and asset docs up front, and I submit it to an underwriter. The underwriters will pre-approve it within 24 hours. And on our pre-approval letter, it says we reviewed their credit score, we reviewed their assets, we reviewed their income in writing, and we got a DU, which is a Fannie Mae underwriting system. We got an approval for them. So it's a really, really strong approval. On top of that, I call, if you're okay with it, I call the listing agent and tell them, you know, we've reviewed all of this in writing. I have everything. There's no mystery in it. So you can consider this all but a cash offer because they've been approved. They're good to go. This price is no problem at all. So that's a big one. On the selling side as well, it's big I think people are putting it on their signs that they're Keller mortgage eligible, because if you're selling a home and people come to you and maybe they're pre-approved with Quicken, they can come to us, and even if they're buying a home with a Keller Williams agent that's listing it, they get the 0+ program and all the benefits that come along with it. So on both sides, you can use us to your advantage to really convert buyers and sellers. And so, just that really that extra personal touch, I think, is what really sets us apart.
Definitely. And then if you could speak to the pre-approval.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, what specifically, other than we get all of the documents up front and then send them the letter, that's just really, really strong. What else specifically?
Oh, just it's going to make it's just that winning offer, and it's going to make them look good. You're not wasting time as the agent, shopping for different homes. They already know how much they're approved for. They already know the home that they want. It just makes it really fast. So I just wanted to touch on that. When other lenders, I don't want to bash anybody, but sometimes they just get that pre-qual letter that it's not a great, doesn't mean much. In all honesty, it's something, but it's not that pre-approval. So your clients are always guaranteed for that pre-approval. We do that. We don't waste time for you because we know your time is valuable. So just want to add that.
Yes. So yeah, you won't waste your time looking at houses that they can't afford, because even some people really want a pre-qualification letter, which is just all verbal, and we can accommodate that if they're really, really, stuck on that. But we also try to push people, because it only makes sense. Why would you go looking without a pre-approval? You're really putting the cart before the horse. So we do really try to get people to give us their documents so we can give them that pre-approval and just save everyone time, not waste time looking at homes that they might not be able to afford.
Awesome.
Hey guys, I think unless I missed it, maybe can you just touch on appraisals again and ordering that and what that means? I don't know if you covered it.
Yeah.
Ari, I'm going to give that one to you. We'll go back on
Okay.
appraisal D1.
Sure. This is another huge value proposition. Most lenders wait until they collect an appraisal fee from the person before they order the appraisal. We do not. As soon as they are under contract, we order the appraisal pretty much the next day. and within a week, whether they've paid or not. If they back out, we just cover that cost. It's just part of our business. If they, continue to go with us, then that's great. Then that's done right away. And that's just one less thing that you have to worry about, because we're ordering it on day one. We pay for it. I mean, we front them the money. They will pay for it in the end, but there's no risk. It really just takes the risk.
No
off.
risk,
Yeah.
right. So if the deal falls through for any reason, we're going to eat that cost. So good to know. And just the experience side of things for you as the agent, I want to make sure that if you've not been here before, but this is your access point to truly be in business with us. And I will say this, this is where everything is housed. So please plug into this today. It's portal.kellermortgage.com. You're going to use your KW single sign-on username and password. And this is where you're going to be able to refer the client easily. You're going to track the deals, see every step of that transaction in file. So if you're 2 a.m. in the morning and you want to see what's going on, you don't have to wait for Ari, because he's going to already text you. You're already going to be notified, but you can see real time what's happening with that file. So just know that. You're going to select your preferred LO. So today you can do that. You can put Ari as your loan officer. It makes the deals go by so fast. And it's just a great partnership, right? You have a reporting tool. There's consumer savings numbers that you can market out to your SOI. You can post it on Facebook, anywhere, your business pages. It's really a great tool to just kind of show off, right? And just make everyone know, I mean, you're an asset and your value, and you're doing your clients a great service by saving them thousands of dollars. So check that out if you haven't. It's a great way to see the leaderboard also in your market center, in your region, kind of see where everyone else is and competing. You can also reach out to anyone that's maybe at the top 5 and see, hey, what are you doing? What's your tips and tricks, So it's kind of fun to check out. We have marketing, all customizable flyers for buying, listing, and refinancing. We have social media ads for lead gen. Everything is customizable. Once you download each flyer, you can go and change the verbiage. Right now, with our new rebrand, last September, we have the Grow Your Home Equity, right? That's our consumer message. And then for the agent message, we of course want to grow your business. But with the tree theme, we went with Grow Your Home Equity. Well, you can change that. If you don't like what that says on the flyer, you can go ahead and click that, change the verbiage. You can change the house if it's not more of an East Coast look. It's all customizable. You can add your headshot, of course, your contact information, telephone, email, all that good stuff. So just know that's there, everything for marketing related. We have those scripts as well. So everything that is listed right there, just check that out. We have videos, we have all great things. The sign writers are here. I just want to make sure that you know about this, because this is your portal and your agent resource, okay? If at any time you need help, I want to make sure that I'm getting ahead of myself, but let me go back. This little red SOS button right here, looks like a little, the little life saver. I don't even know what I'm talking about, but that little SOS button right there. That's at any point if you need anything. Your first line of defense is always going to be Ari, right? But you can always click that. That's going to go directly to our support hub team and straight to our management team as well. So just know that's there. At any time, if you need our number is on the top left-hand corner as well. So I just want to make sure that you know that you have ways to connect with us. But I would say, of course, takeaways, go log into your Keller Mortgage Agent Portal today. We have a Facebook group that's really, really active and great engagement for agents and leadership in there, masterminding what their best tips and tricks are to leverage Keller Mortgage at a really high level. And that's just simply search Keller Mortgage Mastermind. We're also including Keller Covered into the conversation, because it just makes sense, honestly, when you have a lending, you have the insurance as well and the process. So our LOs are actually labbing this, and we're expanding that out going forward, is to include that in the conversation. So the LOs will send out an invite to your clients for insurance, and that's going to be a part of the flow. So everything from here on out with Keller Williams, KWRI, Keller Mortgage, Keller Covered, every kind of product that is in the Keller Williams family, just know that we're all combining and to this ecosystem, right? This one-stop shop. So just some good things ahead as well. So marketing, if you ever need me, marketing@kellermortgage.com. We have our support hub email and our direct phone number. So I kind of want to open up. I've seen some chat questions, and Ari's here to help with any lending questions you might have. And I will stop talking.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's see.
Everyone happy for summer. Yeah. Red Rocks. Yes. Amazing amphitheater here.
Lots of Colorado fans.
I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
Can you guys show everybody on the portal how to make Ari their loan officer?
Oh, yes, definitely. Let's see. Let me get to that screen and I'll screen share for you.
Yeah, you can always go in through that link, and then I can always send you the link directly, and you just click on it and you can add me really easily. So I put my contact information at the top of the chat. So if you're having any issues with the website or something, you can just email me directly and I'll send you the link as well.
So I understand you put it in the chat, but Ari, I'm actually just trying to figure out how do we set it up on the app itself, so that way, if I can't remember who you are a month from now, it should be already set in there.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, you can go to this tab. We made it super simple. So if you log into the portal, we have this My LO tab. So you'll click on this. This is not my loan officer, but it's just a account that I play with. So, and you can add a loan officer, and then you'll filter out by your state.
I'm on the app on the phone. You're on the computer. So how do we get to this point on the computer?
This is a computer. So you're wanting the app. Is that what you're wanting? Let me go to my portal real quick. You can also go to your KM settings, hit your KM settings, and there's a loan officer tab. Sorry, it's going to take a minute for my phone. Okay, so it's right there as well. So under the agent tools, my loan officer is an option. And then you're going to go down, it's the same screen, and you'll hit add loan officer. And then you'll filter out by your state. And you can also search his name just right here, Ari, and put it right there. And he should pop up, and you're going to hit the little green plus sign. So on your home screen.
Were you able to find that, Jen?
I wasn't actually looking for it on the app, but now I already had changed it on the, it was kind of a trick question. I already knew how to do it, but I thought everybody else would want to know how to do it.
Oh,
so I had changed it already on the portal, and I was now just looking to see if because I changed it on the portal, if it tied into my app. And so that's what I was looking for.
Then you can go into your KM settings, and let's see.
And
oh, it's just in your My LO. I'm sorry. So it's just going to be your My LO as your primary loan officer. So you go to that tab. Okay, I'm sorry. Did you have another question for us? Do you want me to kind of do a brief run through of what I was explaining, just so you kind of have a deeper dive into the portal?
Sure. Yeah. Why don't you?
Sure. Okay. So here is where you're going to refer the clients out. You're going to type the client's name, email, text, all of that good stuff. Is this buyer or the seller? They're already linked. So if you set your loan officer up, it's going to be already linked and ready to go, and just hit send. So it's super easy. Deals, I don't have any. Unfortunately, I'm not an agent right now, so I won't have anything populate, but it's all going to be here and tracked in the files, and you're going to see the different steps of the process of where that transaction is heading. And then, of course, we did the My LO, so you're good with that. And this was the metrics for the leaderboard. You can check out, even for you, Stephen, on a leadership level, you have different levels, and so you can see where the agents are, what the prospects they have, and maybe they haven't touched that or done anything with it. You can kind of track that yourself just for the leadership side of things.
Okay.
see who's ranked. For the agent side of things, obviously, you are going to be able to look not only in your market center, but all time. You're going to be able to look nationally, all those good things. So I'm sorry, I don't have anything on mine to show. Marketing wise, we have the buyer flyers. They're all translated into Spanish as well. So if you have a Spanish speaking client, just know that's an option. Again, everything is customizable. The only things that do not change are the 0+ value prop and the disclaimers, because that's all compliant. So just know everything that's created has already passed through our legal team, already compliant for everything that's needed on marketing. So they're all good to go. We have open house, you have your refi, holiday flyers as well. We have some great Christmas ones, and for the fall, we have great holiday good stuff there. So we're building out that, and we have really good things ahead. Just wanted to add, we have social media ads. We have all of our logos in different color variations. And then of course the guidelines right here. So if you ever need, hey, I want to do a billboard or anything, you know, they're right here. You can check out. And then that's your KM settings. And more, you have the educational tab for scripts, you have testimonials, FAQ, our store for the sign writer. So good things like that. And then if you want to always connect with us and stay plugged in on social. Oh, I also do want to just plug this right now. We have some family reunion downloads that are great to look at. And those are interesting. So just check those out if you want to download those, if you didn't grab them in our combined booth with Keller covered at Family Reunion. So, and then we have ways to stay connected. So we have, you know, obviously Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. So that's the portal.
Victoria, could you just go back and show us again the store? I want them to really understand where they get these sign writers, because I think that's a huge marketing opportunity, that you can get these sign writers, guys, and put them on your for sale signs with special financing, et cetera.
So this is actually not in production, and we do need to take that one down because it's outdated branding. The special financing one is in our warehouse, but we just need to make sure it's on the portal. So that is coming in 2 weeks. So our Mastermind Calls, I want to let you guys know our next Mastermind is the 25th. It's always that last Thursday of the month. And if you're plugged into that Facebook Mastermind community, you're always going to get first access into any update that we give, right? But I want to let you know, join our Mastermind because we're going to be revealing things then. Our sign writers are going to be on the portal by then. I always reveal everything and give you the first information that I have to that Mastermind group. So just know that. But right here, we kept them in the red color just to flow with the red signs that you would have for your Keller Williams signs. No lender fees, save thousands 0+. And then we're going to add obviously the special financing, which is a great feedback and request from lots of our agents. So it's just the e-store. It's where you can find that right here. Yep. And also right here. Then if you ever need help, hit that SOS button. We have a chat right here as well. And here's our direct number. Cool.
And then how do they get on the Mastermind? How do we get into the Mastermind, log on?
Yes, you're going to go to Facebook, log into your Facebook account. And you're just going to search Keller Mortgage Mastermind.
Got it.
And it's great. There's so many great questions. We have agents asking just LO financing questions, recommendations for loan officers in different states.
Cool.
I want to show you if I have some time. I'm sorry. I feel like this is not as organized as I wished.
Maybe Victoria, can you just tell me again where, because I want to be able to direct agents when I meet with them, where on the app do they go into to claim Ari?
Oh, you're going to go into the portal. So the portal,
and then it's going to be on the app. Then it transfers to the app, or do you have to do
it? Does.
Okay.
It does. I just figured it out. It does. So I changed it on the portal, and then it did show up on the app.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So portal is the first step, and then everything syncs. And yeah, it's perfect like that. So I'm going to show you the Keller Mortgage Mastermind really quick. Thanks for being so patient, guys. This is what it looks like. And we're combining with Keller Covered as well to make it a different conversation. But it's Keller Mortgage Mastermind. And I mean, we have so many great questions and feedbacks daily. There's millions of posts. Sometimes we have some feedback that's maybe not so positive, in all honesty, and we take that and we build on it and work, and we're truly designed by your feedback. So we want to hear everything, the good, the bad. We're always looking to improve. But we have some great activity going on in this group. So I really want you to go and join that, because I will post millions of announcements. We have videos, we have our Vimeos. If you want to, here's our Mastermind Recaps. If you can't make the call, we always have one produced. But you'll see really good stuff here. We have our Consumer Savings Awards, our flyers. I want to let you know the flyer from Family Reunion we created right here. Sorry, this is gonna be a lot of Family Reunion posts, but I want to make sure you know we have explainer videos. This is one with Keller Mortgage and us together. Recap. We had some Zoom backgrounds. I made that. These are our holiday GIFs. We have some great things to just download and put to your sphere automatically. I always post them here. And we have our Vimeo showcase. So if you want an explainer video, you can go and download it from this Vimeo showcase. And it's just what is 0+. And you can put that onto your Facebook and all sorts of things. So join that. I just wanted to say, join our Facebook Mastermind group. Go and log into your agent portal, portal.kellermortgage.com. Set up your loan officer to Ari. He's a rock star. You're in good hands. And I'm always here to help if you need anything, a second eye on any marketing piece that you make.
Awesome. This has been great, guys. This has been very helpful. Long time coming. We should have had you many months ago. Can I open it up to a couple questions, guys? Some people have some. All right, guys, if you want to unmute yourself and see how this goes, asking a few questions of these guys, but they were very thorough. Anybody?
So I have a question.
Go ahead, Lydia.
Oh, thank you. So my general question is, what type of customer does Keller Mortgage not work for?
Just some of the obscure loan products. People are looking for like a reverse mortgage or a home equity line of credit, things that aren't really used for purchases. We don't really do, but anything purchase-wise or standard refinances we can do. I don't know if you want to add anything on that, Victoria, but those are construction loans, things that are not really standard mortgage products, that are really specialized to certain situations.
Yes, perfect.
Okay.
I did get a question if we have some French-speaking loan officers. Not at this time, but we do. Obviously, we have the Spanish-speaking loan officers that I can recommend. But they also have that ability. You can see that in the portal. If they do speak different languages, that's also in their bios and being always built out. And so anyone that's new that joins from the loan officer side, we always build that out onto the portal and their bio section.
Awesome. Anybody else?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I got a strange call this morning from a friend of mine. Her friend bought a house directly, and her current mortgage broker is so angry with her that she wants to charge her for the house that she bought already, but she's listing her own $1 million house. So in order to get the listing, if I could refer it to someone, could I say, Keller Williams will benefit you, of course, not only by the listing side, but when you purchase this house or sell your house, the opportunity for the buyer or yourself outweighs anything else that you'll ever experience by dealing with any other agency. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Ari, do you want to speak a little bit more to this? But that's a huge win.
So It seems like someone's doing a for sale by owner, and you're asking if they can advertise that their buyers can use Keller Mortgage. Is that what you're asking?
They're buying $1 million house. So they haven't solidified it yet. I want them to buy it with a Keller Williams agent, which they don't have now, because I want them to benefit from the mortgage that we could offer them by using the Keller Williams agent in their town. Would
Yeah.
that benefit them?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And especially for that case, because if they're buying $1 million house, they're going to have a higher loan amount. So that half a point off the rate is going to be a huge figure. I'm thinking they're going to be closer to the 5,000 or even more range of savings.
So now would another, if say I got them to do that, would they be able to go to another bank and say, hey, Keller Williams offers me this, can you match it? Would that happen?
Yeah, it would be up to the bank. Yeah, but typically people, they can shop around and do whatever they want. And that's what they do. That's why we waive all the fees and everything up front. So they don't have to do that. They just get the good deal right
Well,
away.
that's what I'm asking. So I would say all the fees are waived. So
Yeah.
upfront.
Most of the time when people bring our offers to someone to match, when they hear, oh, you're with Keller Mortgage, they say, just stick with them. We can't match their pricing.
Yeah.
Great question though.
So Ari, can you please go over that that point about the rates? Are you saying that Keller Mortgage is a half point discounted from the other mortgage lenders?
We're typically 0.125 lower. So let's say the average rate right now is, let's say 3.25. We would typically be at 3.125 because we take the rate that we'd give with half a point and just waive the points. And then
Awesome.
I'll kind of explain the point. So 1 point is equal to 1% of the loan amount. So I think I did the calculation wrong on the fly earlier. A $300,000 loan, 1 point would be $3,000. Half a point would be $1,500. So we would waive that on that loan.
Okay, so is it both that you're 0.125 lower as well as waiving half a point?
Correct. The waiving half a point makes us 0.125 lower.
Oh, okay, that equates it. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you get that $1,000. So you can even add that into it with the savings, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And no lender fees. It's just amazing.
I have a question, a little different. So this is the first time I'm tuning in, and my question is, so I have Ari's information on my app. I did that, and I also did it on my portal on my computer. So if I wanted to refer Ari to a client, would I just do it the way I've always done it, just by giving them your contact information and they just call you? Or with all this technology, is there a way that they could, is there an app for a client or for them to go online? What do you recommend?
well, usually what I say, I would say that if they have the consumer app, that would be ideal, right? I don't know if
Got
all
it.
clients, I don't, we
They don't
really
have it, but yes, okay.
But if whatever you're used to, in all honesty, like I would just stick with that. And
Okay.
you can reach out to him, whatever you want, and your experience with Ari is what we want you to have. So if you're more comfortable doing it the way that you send him your name and you have a conversation, you just
Yeah.
pick up the phone and call him.
Mhm.
As long as you're linked in your portal, all of the transactions will be perfect and linked to Ari, and you don't have to worry. So
Got it.
just do whatever you feel comfortable with. It's wonderful that you set it up because everything is going to be seamless from here on out. But you can do that, or I would just say, hey, go into your portal and refer the clients out straight through the portal. That's an option as well.
That's
So,
a good idea. Okay, thank you.
yeah.
When you
And you know
refer them
what, guys, I wanted just to make a point is we have that link under your KM settings. We have a link that is for you, and it's branded to you and also brands to Ari automatically. So you can take that link, copy and paste it,
Oh,
put
and
it into
send
your
that.
email. Yeah, that's in the portal. Let me screen share again. I
That's a
love
good
that
idea.
we're having this conversation.
Can you show the refer a client really quick?
Yes.
So yeah, when you do that, if you have me LinkedIn, it sends them a link to the questionnaire, like a mortgage questionnaire.
Yes.
And they just fill that out and it comes directly to me. Once they submit it, it's
Yeah.
our policy that within 24 hours, we review and contact them. and get their loan set up. So yeah, so you are sending them like a mortgage questionnaire with that.
With the link.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. And I think
love that.
Contact information.
Okay.
And they fill that out, and then I pull them into my system, kind of do a quick interview over the phone with them, just like, is this your
Yeah.
maximum price? You know, any
Right.
other things I have to ask about. So that's the easiest, most seamless way.
Yes.
But you know, as a backup, you can always just email me. It's best if you give me their email, because then I can just send them the link myself.
Got it.
Yeah, so your link is going to be in your KM settings. It's right here. So you're just going to copy it, and it's branded to your everything that you use, and it's your KW UID. So it's always linked to you. And then you have Ari set up. It's always going to be perfect.
Oh,
Set up.
I
And
love
then-
it. Okay,
Yep.
that's, I was looking for a new way to do it. I like this idea with the link. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Which is really easy.
Of
How
course.
do you work with buyers credit challenged? In other words, you know, they're just, you know, get some stuff qualify, but you know, and you know, but they're not quite there. I mean, do you let me know, hey, you know, or do you, you know, so I have to hear it from them, or how do you work with somebody? They're at 600, they need to be at 620, and so on. Everything else looks good.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So if that's the case, if they fill out the link, we look at it and shoot, they have a 600 credit score. So there's nothing we can do for that. I don't leave you hanging. I call both the customer and you. The customer, I just tell them, you know, here's where you're at, here's where you need to be. And I usually give them tips. You know, I'll go through their credit report with them and say, you know, your credit card's been maxed out for a year. If you bring that down lower than 30% after 6 months, your credit score is going to jack up. So I go over that, and then I call you and just tell them,
Right.
hey, you know, I received the application for so-and-so. Their credit score came in at 600. You know, the lowest we can go is 640. I always, you know, maybe try to give another resource, you know, maybe a credit union or something. It might be worth it to try there, but otherwise I would really recommend to just work on these few things to improve your credit and then reapply maybe in a couple months down the line.
Okay. All right. That's, you know, it's because it's a communication with me that's I mean, because I have other vendors and ways of helping people with their credit. But the key thing is I know that that's what's you know, that's what's standing in our way.
Yeah, and that's one of our standard questions up front, Andrew, is are you okay if we share information about your loan with your Keller Williams agent?
So you get disclosure approval right off the bat.
Yeah, yeah. So
Okay, good.
Give you all the details.
Yeah. Super.
Good.
All right. Any other questions, guys? These guys deserve a round of applause. Yay.
Another
This has been
question?
awesome. Finally, Keller Mortgage. Very excited. Yes. So you guys are going to get busier. Ari, look out.
That's fine. That's fine. And there's plenty other loan officers. So if I hit capacity, I'll pass you off to someone else who's really great.
Sure. All right, guys, no further questions. I guess we'll wrap up and go make sure if you haven't been on the portal, get on that portal. I know I'm going to be, for sure.
There's a couple more in the chat, so I'm willing to hang out and answer.
Okay, go ahead. Sure.
Someone asked about affiliated business disclosures for Respa. That's awesome that you know about Respa. That's in our disclosures, so you don't need to send that. We send that in our disclosures. ITIN loans, I think you're asking, can we close in the name of an LLC? Typically not many lenders can. What I say is you just close in the individual's name and then you do a quick claim deed right after closing. Seems pretty easy to do. Jumbo limit 3 million. Should we have our claims? Okay, I think we answered some of these other ones. You worked with a KM loan officer already. Sure, you can stick with them if you have had a good experience. I'm always happy to work with anyone, so that's up to you. And I think that is everything.
And the link, if you put the KM link on it and anything that you do, especially social media ads, Facebook ads, anything like that, we have different campaigns as well that we were running through Connect. Anything we do, it's always going to be linked to you. It's always going to be tied back to you, and you're going to be notified. And we're going to be integrated into Command. So that's coming in the future. So I just want to say that. So the portal is what we have right now. It's amazing. It works. It's not fancy, but everything is functional and it works. And then we're all going into Command, which is amazing because then you can track everything and just set up those campaigns right there and have everything in designs. So just know that. But yes, everything's linked to you.
Nice. One more
All right.
popped up. They're pre-approved with another lender, and they're concerned about running credit again. If you run credit within 30 days, you can do it 15 times and only counts as one inquiry. So hopefully they did it within 30 days. Otherwise, it's really just a 5 to 10 point hit and goes right back up after a month. Co-op loan.
Multifamily rates.
What'd you say?
We have a question about multifamily rates.
Yeah, that would be kind of in the low 3s. There's a lot of factors that go into it. Whatever the standard rate is, just go 0.125 less, and that's where we'll be.
Yeah.
So we're really competitive, so you shouldn't really be concerned about the cost at all. And then co-op loans, I know those are big in New York. I don't think we are doing those yet. Do you know, Victoria? I don't think we are doing co-op loans, but that's something we're trying to add in 2021.
What about percentage down for investors?
For investment properties?
Yeah.
That will depend on the state. The lowest I've seen is 10% down. Most are at least 15, but I've seen like in Massachusetts, they require 25%. So
yeah.
Different for every deal, but minimum will be 10, but most likely 15%.
Okay.
And I will say for Joanne's question about New York, we wanted to announce this family reunion and we didn't quite make that. Carl is our legal advisor and he's amazing and everything is passed. So everything as far as the red tape, everything is passed in New York. We're just waiting for a few more things to roll out. It's definitely going to be available before Mega Camp. I'll say that, but I can't give you that date. So I know we've always kind of said, hey, we're closer than ever before, but we truly are closer than ever before and we're about to deliver that. So I just want y'all to know that it's super exciting.
Right.
Yep.
All right, guys, are we good? Any last minute questions? You have their contact info. Guys, you were great. This is really, really helpful. I'm certain they're going to be ordering some sign writers and sending their clients your way. It's going to happen immediately. So I really appreciate your time today.
Awesome.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you.
It's been a real
Thank you.
Y'all have a great day.
Okay, thanks,
Thanks,
guys.
everyone.
Bye.
Take care.